I remember when I thought time would be my biggest challenge. It turns out it's everything else that came with trying to reinvent myself in midlife. On the internet, for free, whilst working 60 hours a week. With a brain that occasionally forgets why it walked into a room. And perimenopause. This is the slightly honest, slightly chaotic behind the scenes of what really happened when I tried to post weekly with a full-time job and a midlife brain. My name is Catherine, and this is Better Now Than Never, my midlife reinvention diary in video form. I talk early retirement, second chances, and figuring it all out with tea, tenacity, and the occasional meltdown. So if you're navigating this too, hit the subscribe button. It's cheaper than therapy. So I started this channel knowing that time was going to be tight. That was supposed to be the big problem, finding the time. But I have done it, and after hundreds of hours of watching YouTube videos and thousands of ideas for different directions, I finally hit the publish button. My first episode, 22 views. I was thrilled. I think I made a cup of tea just to celebrate. Then came episode 2, 40 views. I thought, here we go, rocket ship engaged. And then episode 3 hit. 143 views and 4 subscribers. I was floating around the house like I had just won an Oscar. That was it, and I was building something. I became so motivated that I found pockets of time, 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there. I just chipped away. I felt energized. I was obsessed. The YouTube honeymoon phase had officially begun. And then episode 4 dropped. 7 views. I honestly thought, did I forget to hit publish? I checked, I rechecked, but no, it was just invisible. The next one did slightly better. 11 views. At this point, I was checking analytics like they were lottery numbers. Maybe this one, maybe that one will spike. It didn't. But I kept going, and I've told myself that time, consistency, and effort will eventually get me there. Because that's what they all say, right? When I first started in business years ago, someone told me it takes 3 years before you can breathe in a business. Use the quiet times, because when it's busy, you won't have time to think. So I have decided to treat this channel like a business, even when I feel like no one is watching. So it wasn't just time, it was energy, decision fatigue, that weird kind of loneliness when you're building something in public, but no one's really clapping it. And I sat on this couch late at night editing, knowing I had to be at work at 7 a.m. I've uploaded videos that I have poured myself into, only to get silence. I've doubted my ideas, I've questioned my sanity, I've wondered if I'm just talking to myself in a digital void. And somehow, I am keeping going. Why? Because somewhere under the burnout and the B-roll, I know that I am building something I actually believe in. And because someone out there, maybe you, needs to hear that it's not just you who's finding this hard. I didn't expect was how much clarity I'd gain from showing up each week. How the slog actually sharpens you. I have gotten faster. I have gotten more focused. I've got less precious. I am learning what I really want to say and not just what sounds good on a whiteboard. Even the algorithm isn't rewarding me yet. I do though. I am showing up now, not because I owe the internet, but because I promised myself I'd try. And I want to live with 0 regrets. So no, I am not viral, but I'm here. I am building something that matters to me. And I am slowly learning how to do it without burning out. 1 episode, 1 tea break, and 1 small, stubborn step at a time. If you've stuck around and given me your watch time, thank you very, very, very much. Excuse the mess. I am still figuring it all out. And if you're in the messy middle of your own reinvention, I see you. Leave a comment if it hits home. Share with someone who is in the trenches with us, or subscribe if you're sticking around. We're not doing this perfectly, but we are doing it, and that's what counts.